In this problem, you are to compute a student's overall final score. Well, if you read through the question, I actually summarize the information in this table. So it says midterm is weighs 10% of the overall grade, projects 25%, whole bunch of homeworks 40%, final 25%. If you add all these four categories, those percentages, you will get 100%, which is the overall grade. Now, of course, how do we compute that? Basically, you're gonna use the percent from each category, multiply by the weights of all these categories. Of course, the corresponding category. For instance, if you're scoring 100 in your midterm grade, then you're actually getting 10% for your overall final grade, because you are receiving perfect score. The perfect score will give you just 10% because they waste 10% in the overall score, right? Now, of course, if it's not that ideal, if you only score, say, 67 out of 100, which means 67% in the midterm, and you will earn 67% of this category, right? The total category. So usually this is what you do: 0.67 times what's the weight of this category? It is 10%. So I'm gonna think of it as 10 points, right? So you're getting 6.7 points for this particular category. Now, similarly, so that's why I'm using 67, because we know this student's midterm score is 67. Now, similarly, for the project, 25%, if you're scoring, say, 100 for this project category, then you will receive full 25 points for this category. But if you're not getting 100 in this problem, we see that it's actually the project score is 98, which means 98% out of 100. So what you will do is 98%, which is 0.98, times the 25 points, because it weighs 25 points. And then you do this algebra. And then similarly, for the homework category, 78%, and you're gonna do 0.78 times homework weighs 40 points, so 40, and then you're gonna do this algebra. And final is 74%, so you get 0.74 times the 0.25, 25 points from final category. So now, and then you will get those scores. So now you do the algebra. Just do the algebra here. So this actually turns out to be 24.5, and this is 31.2, and this is 18.5. So then you add all this together, then that would be your final grade. So like this would be 31.2 plus 31.2, which will be 62.4 plus 18.5. So you're getting 80.9, so which would be considered as a B grade. So this is how usually an overall final score is computed based on the weights from all these categories.